Hey, Pure Bliss from the business department at Pure Love and Beyond. I was asked to talk about something a little bit different today. We are still working on getting everything set up. Uh, I am like the bubbly business girl, and we've been working on a lot of things, but I don't really have anything clear to share with you right now. My whiteboard behind me, it's still set up the way that I had it for last week's video. And I want to erase that and put some new stuff on it. And we're going to be transferring whatever's on here. It's already been transferred to our phone, but we also have like index cards and we want to transfer that information and just clarify it. And so I don't have like that step to show you right now, like what we did. Like I'll show it to you when I have it. Like I'll show you my table, I'll show you what we're working on. But we're also today getting a computer. Finally, our computer is ready. So I don't know if there's going to be any glitches or anything with that. We have a monitor. It's taken a little while to get this together. So um, things are really going to change once we have that because we'll be able to do videos on our HD cameras and we'll be able to batch produce instead of just showing up. But we do have internet now. We got internet last week. And so I just saw that one of our videos, it was a 15-minute video, it went up in like 15 minutes. So instead of waiting 4 hours, so I'm able to make a little bit longer videos on the phone right now, which is really cool. So, um, Katrina Marie and the Queen here at Pure Love Kingdom asked me to talk about a little bit of some heartbreak stuff and how it relates to building a business. So we have decided that our audience is female and not everybody, not like we're doing relationship coaching, there is going to be men, but when it comes to business and teaching business, one of our girls, the nightclub entrepreneur girl, she's more teaching like entrepreneurship, and that applies to men or women. And anything that I talk about would apply to men or women, but we're only going to be taking out ads to draw in a female audience. At least that's our plan right now. And so they're most likely going to be moms because that's what I can teach from. I have been an entrepreneur mom for 23 years, and I was an entrepreneur before that for years before that. I started at 17, so 6 years before that, I started a business. So it's been almost 30 years, but 23 of those was with kids. So I know, and I could speak from being a stay-at-home mom and having studios and boutiques. And so it's like, it's different than a man because a lot of times when a man starts a business, he's off and he's doing things and the kids are not around. But a woman can spend 50% of her time with her kids around and she's getting food for them. And, you have to work around their schedule and taking them places and making sure that they're all okay. And hold on, just, give me 5 minutes. Let me finish this video. So we want to attract like a mompreneur for this part of it, for like the business side of it. For other sides, it'll be different. For other divisions, I should say. But there's a little more of another element there. And we're thinking like, they don't necessarily have to be a younger mom, like 30s. We're thinking more like 40 to like 60. So maybe their children are older. Maybe they have some adult children. Maybe their children are out of the house. But if it's possible, we would like to actually attract a heartbroken woman, a heartbroken mompreneur. So once a mom, always a mom, even if your kids are grown. My roommate right now has 4 children. She's like 3 years older. Her kids are all grown and out of the house, which is why me and my 2 little daughters live here. So what happens to a woman when she's been extremely heartbroken, betrayed, like at a really high soul level, is she pulls away. She totally pulls away. She cuts men out of her life completely. And if she's entrepreneurial, she will put 200% of her energy, the 200% that she might have been sharing with a man, she will pull back, take all that energy and put it only into her business. And of course, still taking care of her children because that was already there. So it is like building a castle. So that's what we are doing at Pure Love and Beyond right now. We are building that castle. I'm the builder here. Kind of looks like it, kind of like building blocks. I'm the builder. So every day I build the blocks. Like I stack the blocks up. It's like a castle wall. So every time I have a postcard and I write, this is the program that we're creating. Every time I write down a title for a YouTube video, I'm building the blocks of my business. So when there's 100 titles that I'm writing down, that's going to be 100 YouTube videos. I'm building my stable foundation. And every piece of social media content is another building block. It's another brick. And yeah, we need thousands of bricks to build this. But in a metaphorical sense, we're literally building our castle. We're building our dream life one brick at a time. And I'm in there doing that. And hopefully, the higher the walls and the more the castle gets built, it won't completely block out people. But right now, we're just building that main foundation. But what a woman who's gone through extreme heartbreak, double heartbreak, really been, just not seen for who she's worth or who she is. And just everything that goes into it. You can watch some of our other videos. Relationship coach is going to be talking. So look for her video this week. She's going to be talking about a really hurtful phrase that is said to a woman to block off her emotions. And she has many more that she's going to be sharing. But so even though it's only one brick at a time and, we only have the foundation that we're building, what I imagine is it's a full-blown castle because I'm working in the 5D. And in the 5D, I've got a castle, and that castle is all the way around me. And it's got gates, it's got metal gates, and nobody is allowed in there. Nobody, no men in the real 3D are allowed in my office. No men are allowed in our house. It's just for 2 little girls and 2 women. Sometimes, my friend she's had a couple people over. She had her brother over, younger guy. I like those younger guys. And her mom. And I have my business partner over. So that's it. So we've made exceptions for family members to come over. My sons have both been over. So yeah, there's been a few guys, but not partners. Like I don't hear her in her bedroom with a partner. She's not with a partner right now because, hey, heartbroken women band together. And I think I just said that. I didn't say that. Actually, our confidence coach was talking about that. And that's how you build a team. So that's another thing that women will do. They will come together to share their stories. They will start talking about it on social media. If it's a younger girl and you've taken advantage of a younger girl, she'll go to her daddy and she will, take you to court for disrespecting, for taking something sacred from her. And if it's a baby mama, well, she'll not let you see your children. But a strong, divine feminine, she will be on stage speaking about the betrayal. Powerful. Sorry, karma's a bitch. I don't know what to say. We've got to do this. When we have blocked emotions, when we're protecting ourselves, we protect ourselves as much as we can. Like, it's not just a sword and a shield. It depends on how badly somebody's been hurt. And they could shave off their hair. They could become 14 characters. And they could just 16 hours a day build that business. Get that content out. The stronger they become, the more content they get out. But that castle, what I'm talking about is like, our home, it's in the 3D too. So there's a 5D of like, this is what I'm building. I see the whole vision. And eventually I see that castle. That castle will be our nightclub owner's palace. She's working on that. So we will have a castle. I mean, Katrina Marie has land, 2 pieces of property in upstate New York to build a castle on. She doesn't have one in Arizona yet. Um, and she has plans for a real life castle. So we're not all fairy tales here. We literally are taking action in the real world. Her late husband was going to build her a castle. She has the plans. It's awesome. And so that can be done. Like we already have, like, it really doesn't even have to be a lot of money. It's, I don't need to go into it. It's cordwood, but whatever. Um, and she already has a promise to her youngest daughter to build that when she's 15. So in 10 years, it's on her plans, if she's still alive, whatever, to build with her daughter. And maybe that property will go to her daughter. Like, like that's what you do as an abundant female. You think about your children and what properties are going to them. So we have 3 properties in our kingdom right now, and 4 children. So need to acquire another property to give to the next child. Um, so youngest daughter has a house, a castle, because she's just sweet and she deserves it. And the other child, probably a house here in Arizona. Um, and probably my oldest sons will get the farm and split that or something, because they'll be the oldest the soonest. So but I don't know, it's really getting split between all of them. So that's a whole nother conversation. Like, how are you building your wealth to share with your children, to pass on to your children? Because this is hereditary wealth, and I did not come from money. I will be self-made. So, but these are things that I've thought about, and that was created. Katrina has that farm because she was by a man's side for 20 years. They created it together. And my queen, our queen, she is my queen. The queen is going to be talking about that. So look for her video. It should have come out right before this video. She's talking about abundance when you choose the right person. So yeah. So not only is there a 5D castle, like, imagining like a beautiful home and a business place with a castle, there's also your home is your castle. And even though it doesn't look like a castle, we are working on anywhere we live, we work on making those places as homey as possible. And then there's the business, and the business is our castle as well. It's a more figurative, and if you can really pull things off and you want to build a castle as well for your home or for your business, you can have that. You can have anything you want in this life. How hard are you willing to work? And is it necessarily hard work? Yes, it is hard work. You do have to show up, but it's not hard physical work necessarily. Maybe for men it is if they're helping with it, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you can pay people. The right person will come into your life to create that. And also there's like, like if you don't have a castle, my Katrina's husband used to always say, this barn, this $2 million barn, this 15,000 square foot barn, this is our castle. So sometimes it is more figurative, or it's disguised. We're all about disguising ourselves in the real world. But once you're creating videos and doing that kind of work, you have to step up and speak your truth and share your stories and lead others. So we have a lot of queens in this kingdom. I'm not wearing my crown today because, we were told we didn't have to if we didn't want to. So also what happens is their heart gets very closed. And so it's like protection upon protection upon protection. So not only is there a business built around a woman, her castle, her figurative castle is built around her to like totally protect her. Then her house is built around her to protect her. And then we even took it a step further. We have Pure Love Productions, Pure Passion. She created like a little bubble, and she's going to talk about that, like a cocoon, um, to protect her when she's sleeping. And then also your heart becomes very closed. And I imagine my heart still broken up into 15 pieces. All of our characters share one piece of our heart, which was a huge amount of spiritual work to be able to pull those million pieces all scattered into dust all over maybe the universe, but around the United States or around the world. Around the world, it felt like it was just like around the world. It was a huge amount of work to pull all that back together into 15 pieces. Maybe one of our characters can talk about that. I don't know. But a lot of spiritual work, a lot of meditation, a lot of positive thinking, a lot of going in different directions. So I'm going to stop talking about that. But I imagine we all here at the Pure Love Kingdom imagine that heart. Like I want to find a picture to put up, because it's kind of, it could be like really good for promoting some kind of program on how to bring your heart back together. So it's all together, but it's like imagining, sometimes we imagine it with like little stitches where it's just like, it's like a teddy bear that's been sewn back together. But a lot of times it has chains all over it and a lock. The same chains and lock that is on the front gate of the castle. So that's what happens. And I will show up in my more cheerful business place, because that I bring a lot of happiness to the kingdom. I'm building this, like, this is, I get some direction. I have a couple, the Queen and Katrina Marie, that are above me, but I have all the other girls under me, and I help them map out what they're going to say and all that. So I put a lot of work into this company, doing the office-y type work, building the websites. Like, there's a lot that goes into it with like the marketing, the character development. There's just a ton that I do. Like, I'm like 50%, even though there's 15 characters, I feel like I'm like 50% of it. So anyway, this is a longer video, but I just wanted to share that because, when you know who you are, and when I can help these women, I can help these people because I've been through this and I know how to get out of it. I know how to gather my heart back together. I know how to protect myself. I know how to put myself in a positive mindset. And I know that creating a business is what's done that for me, and working on it every day. And so I would like to help other women. And, I do have, we have business coaches in our kingdom that we are part of, like groups that we're part of. And so I would have to talk to them to clarify that direction, because they know what they're talking about. So we don't talk to anybody unless they are steps ahead of us and know what they're talking about. It's just a waste of energy or time to talk to somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. And so we will get that advice to clarify that audience for this when the time is right. And it's not necessarily a program we're working on right now. So we're just creating content and helping women. So if a woman comes into our course for relationships or something like that, or better bedroom life, or whatever, like, she's going to have access to, like, on YouTube watching these videos, but she will be able to have access to those other programs that come out that say, hey, like, it's great to build your confidence with fashion. And we have a girl that helps with self-love. And hey, if you want to be a trophy wife and you want to go in that direction, that's great too. But let's add real confidence. Let's add something that brings you real confidence and real stability and real grounding in this 3D world. And let's connect those two. The 5D, what you imagine that you want, with the 3D here on this planet, the heavens and the earth. Let's connect those two. And if you want to connect those two and be financially stable and really gain your confidence, because that's where our confidence comes from. It comes from what we've been creating since Katrina was 5 years old, she's been a creator, an artist. And so that will give you so much more confidence than just outer glamour and beauty. All right, that's all I'm going to say. I have a phone call coming in. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. And like I said, I will return to my normal topics of business organization and stuff. And hopefully they don't make me talk about how building a business and how heartbreak is related again, because I just said all that. So thank you very much, and I love you.